Today I'm taking my kayak down to the swamps of Louisiana to see if I could find some fish, a little bit of treasure, and just get real up close and personal with Louisiana's wild side. Let's get right into it. We have a lot of stuff planned for the day, but I'm starting it off pretty simple with a bobber and live worms. And it doesn't take very long before I get my first taste of action. Okay, we got something. Boom. Just like that. Oh, he got off. All right, so the fish are biting, but they're not super aggressive. So what I did is I moved my weights away from the hook. So basically the weights will go down and then the hook will slowly sink. And sometimes that makes them really attracted to the worm because that slow moving descent can sometimes be a lot more attractive than just a really quick drop. So we're gonna go ahead and test this out and see if that works out for us. Oh, it did, it worked. Just like that. And just like that, this is a rock bass, aka a goggle eye, aka a red-eye sunfish. And this thing is pretty. It's a good sized little sucker. That would be pretty close to eating size. I don't know. I'd eat it this size, but we're not catching a keep today. At least that's not the plan unless I get something real big. But take a look at the pattern on that sucker. And all it took was a slow descent and that got him ready to eat. So we're gonna go ahead and release him down here. Now, as you can see down there, there's lots of structure for the fish to hide in. That's what you want to fish. You want to fish structure no matter where you're at. Trees, plants. A lot of these floating plants have really deep roots that come down and lots of bait fish love to hide in those. So that's usually where I kind of target cypress trees when the water is higher. Cypress trees are amazing, especially for like crappie. Any kind of underwater trees, those are really good for crappie. All right, I have right here some oats, and what we're gonna do is basically chum up the water. So I'm gonna throw this out kind of where I was getting my bites at. You want them to be split apart so you can throw them and they kind of fall apart in the water. You don't want them to be dry or they'll just float, but you don't want them to be too thick or they'll just fall down in a clump. So you want something like that. You just chunk it. Basically, it'll fan out like that into a little cloud, and all those little falling particles will make the fish go into a little bit of a feeding frenzy. There we go. And just like that, we weren't getting bites. Oh, and then we got a fish. It looks like a very small shell cracker, also known as a red ear sunfish. Ouch. Oh, he just flung my worm off. Well, there you have it. Sometimes you just gotta chum up the water, get that feeding instinct going. Let's go ahead and see if we can catch his friends. I think there's an alligator up ahead. There he is. I wonder how close he'll let me get to him. I'm actually kind of excited. I got a new phone that can zoom in like really well. And I was excited to use it. I even told my wife, I was like, this will be perfect for getting good gator shots whenever they're just barely too far away, because usually just like that, dadgummit, when you start getting close, they'll slowly tuck under. Ooh, there's a fish next to me, probably a gar. Well, there's a spot I want to fish up ahead this way. We'll keep an eye out for that gator, see if he comes back up. He looked like he was a good 6.5 footer. Pretty good size. It would appear that we have another scaly friend up ahead. That might be the, no, that's definitely a smaller one. But another little alligator. Let's see if we can get closer to him. That's definitely a much smaller alligator than the one I saw earlier. He's getting within poking range. Oh, he went, dang. When the bobber stopped going under, I decided to switch over to do some bass fishing, and that's when I was serenaded by a sweet little feathery friend. Now that my morale was back up, it was time to finally catch a bass. Ooh, we got one! Got one! There we go. There we go. Nice bass. All right, not a big one, but a bass nonetheless. Shout out to Jackson Weaver for sending me that fishing lure. If you want to send me fishing lures to try out, my P.O. box is in the description down below. There he goes. Oh! And that's about the size I was kind of expecting to catch today. That guy is teeny tiny. For a second there, I didn't even realize I had a fish on. Dude, that guy is itty bitty. I don't even think he should have been able to swallow that lure. Goodness. Well, thank you again, Jackson Weaver, for the fishing lure. Something over there. I don't know what that is. Are those fish? Oh, it's definitely mullet. It's definitely mullet. Of course, I didn't realize I turned off. Oh, dude, they are skittering around all over the place. I had turned my camera off for a second. There they go. Another pro tip, always collect all those random bobbers you find. I have not paid for a bobber in probably, like without exaggeration, 5 years, because I just collect them whenever I'm out and about and I see them. And if you're lucky, like I am right now, you'll even get a fresh hook. That's got a dried up worm on it. But that is a perfectly good hook and a little split shot weight and a bobber that I got. One man's hang up is another man's tackle box. Well, 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 looky here. Another bobber. Oh, I'm stuck there. Good size one and completely functional. So again, I usually find about 4 or 5 bobbers every time I go out kayaking. I mean, for one thing, you're picking up litter, and then for another thing, you're getting free tackle. So it's a win-win. Mr. Alligator, I see you. Now, the water is really low right now, but when the water's up, those cypress knees are the absolute best spot to catch tons of bluegill. Ooh, something was over there chasing those bait fish. Well, no way. Well, that was a lucky hang up. If I didn't get hung up, I wouldn't have seen this thing. The hooks are in pretty good condition too. Somebody must have just recently lost that. Well, looky there. Little jerkbait. And another bobber and hook. Look at that, free tackle. No freaking way. No way. Dude, whoever lost that is mad. Oh, dude, those are expensive if I'm not mistaken. Dude, that is a sweet find. Look at that, dude. Don't worry, we're trying to get the line out too. Goodness, did he unspool his entire... There it is. Okay. Well, there we go. Massive amount. And dude, that right there is a find right there, son. That's sweet. I see something else stuck up ahead. It looks like it's just a little crappie bait. Little crappie jig and hook. Guess what I see? Another bobber. Whoop. I'm about to snap my rod in half doing this. There we go. All right, well, the bobber is messed up, but yet another hook and a split shot. Add that to the pile. Another crusty worm. That right there is a good crappie hook. Or like bluegill, that's a good hook. All right, got some more. Got a nice bobber, 2 split shots, a hook, and this guy was using some shiners as bait. Another pristine hook into the treasure trove. Oh, one almost got away from me. I saw it though. I spied with my little eye. Ooh, something orange. Please say it's functional. Well, I don't think this one's functional, but at least we're picking up some trash. Well, I guess that was lucky because I heard this thing clacking around. There we go. Huh? I caught a couple. I'm getting a lot of fishing lures. He is staring me down. He's just chilling there watching me. Well, our buddy is on the move. See you later, alligator. That sucker is just chilling in the area, observing and waiting. I think the kayak might have been spooking the fish, so I went and did some bank fishing instead, and man, the birds were going nuts. Oop, fish. Alright, I'm going to take this opportunity to show you the bouncy method. Basically, you take it and you just bounce it up and down a lot. And I like to sit there and I like to tease them a lot. The more you tease them, the more aggressive they get. I know the audio is going to be terrible with those stupid birds and with the wind, but... Oh, and there we go. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. That is probably the prettiest. It's so pretty it made the birds stop. Wait a second. No way. This dude has a second hook in his mouth that's not attached to mine. What in the world? Oh, buddy. Oh my gosh. So he must have broke somebody else's line. Let me get him off of my hook. And then let me see if I can get this one out of his mouth. Okay, it was actually kind of bent straight in his mouth. But look at that. That was in this dude's mouth. What? We saved him. And look at the colors on that sucker. Well, I tell you what, I did not expect to catch that. But we got him. Now he'll be able to eat like normal. And it was actually a good thing he bit on my line. Otherwise, he'd have been living with that for the rest of his life. That's crazy. What are the chances? My phone's about to die, so I literally just cut off the camera. But, oh my gosh. I was like, I'll wait until I get... That was such a beautiful fish. I don't even think I'm putting that in the video. That's dumb. Gosh, dang it. There's so many bugs right here. Which makes me think it might be a perfect spot for a big bluegill, or sunfish, or goggle eye, or something. Oh, there it is. Dadgummit. I thought I was hung up in the tree. I don't know what that was, but it was good. There it is. Oh, it is a goggle eye. It's a good size one, too. I think that's bigger than the last one. Definitely bigger than the last one. Ooh, he's chunky. That right there is a nice fish. He's real dark. Real pretty, though. Look at the coloration on the tips of his fins. He's got that white. I was thinking about keeping him to eat, but I don't have a cooler with me, so maybe next time. As for now, he gets to go free. Ooh, there he goes. All right. Trying not to get stuck in the tree this time. And, oh, stuck in the tree again. See, they usually like that. Oh, there he is. That up and down motion, just like I said. Dude, these red spotted sunfish have been beautiful today. Now, the cool thing about these long shank hooks is even if they swallow them back there, it's easy to get them out. If you were to have a short shank hook, that would have been impossible or very painful for the fish. But there we go, another beautiful one. The coloration, I mean, the camera can't even do it justice. It is beautiful, beautiful in person. Kind of toss him right there. Ooh, having trouble escaping there. There he goes. All right, we're gonna go right next to that cypress tree. Got him. Oh. Dude, that thing is itty bitty. Dude, that thing is tiny. Oh. That sucker's like almost too small for catfish bait. We're gonna throw him back. I see a potential contender here. Oh, we got him. Little bitty crab. Oh, you're gonna cut my line. Don't cut my line. Don't cut my line. Don't cut my line. Little turd. Ow. There he goes. I'm not using braided line, so one nice snip and he would have cut my line. And I really don't want to have to retie, so. See if we can catch some fish, though. There we go. Well, my bobber's there. I didn't even see those turtles earlier. Just chilling on that stump. Look like they're posted up and ready to jump in the water, though. Wonder if I could cast closer to them if they'll jump. Nope, looks like they are completely unbothered. Oh, there they go. Oh, there's a fishy. Got one. Nice. Ooh, nice sized little bluegill. Ooh, feisty. Just your standard run-of-the-mill bluegill. Nothing special, but you know, doesn't always have to be something crazy. This little guy. Ooh. There he goes. They've got sharp spines on them. I'll have to show you on the next one I catch. And so I always drop mine because I don't want to get spined. Getting spined by those bluegill hurts. Oh, I had another one. Oh, right where I wanted it. And there we go. Another one. All right. Another little bluegill. Standard run-of-the-mill. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about and why I'm always careful when I grab them. First of all, you got to watch out for the hook poking out of them. But they also have these spines up top, and they are pointy. And when you get stabbed by those, it hurts. They've got one down here. They've got one at the tip of each fin down here as well. And so when you hold them, you kind of have to brush their spines down and hold them like that. But this one can get you in the thumb if you're not careful. And it's not a very good grip. You don't want to sit there and squeeze life out of the fish. So I tend to hold them like this to to kind of show them off, but they can easily slip out of that. So when I'm showing off for the camera, I usually drop them because they're real slippery. But this one didn't escape. We're gonna let him go back. I'm not keeping any of the teeny tiny ones. If you're using catfish bait, there's nothing better than a nice bluegill, especially the size of that one I just released. But for eating, I like to have them a little bit bigger. Oh, look, turtles are back. And that's a big one right there. I don't know if he was on there earlier. They came back up on that log. I guess the water's too cold for them. Got another turtle climbing the log. Sorry for the shaky footage, just kind of mounted to my chest here. Well, if you ever wondered what it looks like when a turtle's getting on the log, that's what it looks like. Sorry, my back is killing me at this angle here. And there he goes. We now have, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turtles on the log? 7, 8 turtles on the log. 9 turtles on the log. There's a couple in the back. I don't know if you can see them on camera. 9 turtles on one log. Okay. I'm going to adjust this up further. So this is going to hit down, and this one's going to slowly sink. And it's going to have a lot longer of a time that it can slowly descend. Now, the one thing is, the further you put your weights from your hook, the less sensitive your bobber is going to be, because they have a lot more playroom before it actually dunks your bobber underwater. So a fish that's biting really hard is going to look like it's biting really soft when you have your weights that far away from your hook. So keep that in mind. And you want to set the hook fairly quickly, because they'll eat it and just swallow the hook right there, and you don't want that to happen. So it makes it, makes your bobber a little bit less sensitive when you put the weights away from the hook. But just like that, you can see the results speak for themselves. When I wasn't getting a bite before, I suddenly got a bite. So again, you want to brush those spines back, get him unhooked. Looks like we're just getting bluegill right here, not any of those pretty sunfish, but bluegill are still cool. As I was walking away, all those turtles bailed, and then that one's like, screw that, that water's too cold. He's just chilling there. The rest of them, even those big ones, they all just jumped off into the water. It's gonna kind of cast out here in the middle. I know when the water's been low before, I've seen somewhere out there, there was some structure. I don't remember exactly where it was. So I'm gonna kind of just pop it along on the way back and see if I can get a bite somewhere. I remember what I was saying about the bobbers. I mean, this place is littered with them. Also lots of birds. I don't know what he's chewing on that branch, but he's sure enjoying it. Got more of them over here. Another bobber sitting there. I don't know what kind of bird those are, so y'all guys let me know in the comments down below, but I see them all over the place here. All right, I'm trying to fling this sideways so I can get stuck in a tree. There we go. Might be as far as I can fling it without risking getting caught up in those draping down pieces of moss. No way. No way. Oh, he flew off when he saw me move. That bird had a whole big bluegill in his... Oh, look. That bird's got a whole bluegill in his claws. I'm trying to hold it steady here. Oh, he came up so close, and I tried to scramble to get my phone. That's a good sized bluegill too. And that sucker's got a death grip on him. Unfortunately, I can't really get any more close. Otherwise I would, but he's way out there. All right, we're back home. We've got about $2 worth of weights, hooks, and a swivel. Got about $2 or $3 worth of bobbers, and this is where it gets pretty expensive. I couldn't figure out what brand made this. There was no markings or anything, but I'd say that's probably just like a $2 or $3 jerkbait. This, however, is a $13 Guggen Squad. I could tell because of the logo in the eyeballs there. It's a Guggen Squad revolver. So this thing's like $13 online. And then this one surprised me. So I saw this and I looked it up, a Yellow Magic Magnum. These things are like $17 or $18. So it's missing an eyeball. The hooks are a little rusty. It looks like it's been there for a while. Maybe I'll do a lure restoration. If that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll strip this thing down, get the hooks renewed, repaint it, and do all that stuff. If that's not something you're interested in, just let me know that as well. But that's kind of our little lure haul. I'd say for the, I don't know, few dollars that I spent in gas money and the few hours of fun that I had, this is definitely worth it. Even if I didn't get any fishing lures, that trip still would have been really worth it. Well, anyways, guys, I'll catch y'all in the next video. As always, Jesus loves you, I love you, and have a great day. I've got some crazy fishing challenges coming soon, so y'all stay tuned, and I'll see y'all in the next video.